Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about xclip. If you haven't heard about xclip is a clipboard manager that is very useful for copying and pasting from command line. The most simplest usage of xclip is if you can say -i to get a input and -o to put the output. So let's see basically how this works at a very low level. So if I do echo test xclip -i, this is my in my clipboard now, and I can do xclip -o to see the test. Now before we go into much more details into xclip, you might want to have a look at clipboard for man page for clipboard, xclip. You can see there are a lot of things there which can be used to do a lot of things here. Now we'll not go into a lot of things here, but one thing that you definitely want to check out is the minus selection parameter. This defines whether it should go into primary clipboard or secondary clipboard. As you know, there are two different clipboards in Linux, or you may want to put it in the clipboard which is the Ctrl+C Ctrl+V equivalent of Windows. Now today I specifically want to talk about how you can use xclip to your benefit, and probably in some scripts and aliases that can benefit you a lot. So first I will start with a very simple example that you can relate to. So for example, if you say locate CSV, I am getting a lot of files here, but probably I want to open all of these, or maybe print all of these into my clipboard. Then I can just do xclip -i, and once that is done, then I can just do a Ctrl+V here. As I said, I have to use the minus selection clipboard to ensure that it is copied into my regular default clipboard. And as you can see here, I have copied the file names that were displayed there. Now this is one use case, but this gives you a lot of flexibility in the sense that you can have anything before this pipe, and make sure that this is piped accordingly to your clipboard. So if you see here, basically let me show you what I have tried to do. You can see that I have only got the directory names here, so hence if I paste here, I will only get the directories here rather than the file names. So you can do all kind of funny things with this, but what I am going to talk about today is something more interesting. So I have just located a CSV file here that we can look at. This should help us to quickly see how the file looks like. Now if you see, this file is actually a comma separated file. Let's assume that this was in some kind of web form, and you have just copied it from the web form, and I am going to simulate it with xclip. So let's say selection clipboard. Now what this does is, as we saw earlier, it will put it in my clipboard. Now let's assume that I want to change the comma to tab, maybe, right? So very simple use case. I want to do xclip -o minus selection clipboard. If I do this, I will get the same output as I got before. I can do sed substitute slash comma, and I can substitute it with /t, and I can see that all my commas got replaced with /t. Now if I want to get it back on my clipboard, the simple trick would be to get it back in the clipboard, right? So I can do is xclip minus I minus selection clipboard. And now if I go here and paste this, I should get a comma separated value. As you can see, I have got a comma separated value, and not the I have got a tab separated output now rather than the comma separated output. Now this opens a lot of possibilities for you, and you can do whatever you want to do with this. You can modify the URLs. The sky is the limit, right? So whatever you want to do, you can do with this. That's all I wanted to talk to you about today. Thank you, and take care.